right, hello everybody, and welcome to another fine-filled edition of Pape Designs. I'm trying something new today. I'm actually multi-streaming because I can. What does it say? YouTube. It said, did not receive. Okay, that's whatever. All right, so so welcome everybody. We're gonna be working on this bronze key to Hamanama do 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 do. As you can see, we've got one weird key like right here. We're actually gonna be fixing that one today. It finally arrived in the mail, so we'll be able to finish this thing up. So just wanted to say hey and howdy to everybody, and hopefully, we'll get this thing knocked out, get some good master photos of it and stuff, get it on the website, and then finally ship it out to the client. It's been a long time in the making. Hopefully everybody is well today. So without further ado, let's jump over to desktop here so we can actually see the piece that we're working on. As you can see, we've got one piece that, we've tried everything from coloring it to painting it to everything else. Hey there, Bionic Grit, how's it going? Oh, hi. So yeah, this is the bronze key to Hamanama. Okay, let's see if we can get, there we go. When you get your fingers in the way, it doesn't want to close all the way. And so we need to remove this key here. And then, hey there, Mr. Buck Naked. How's it going? Okay, at least I can read the chat there from the YouTube. It's on two different sides, though. I need to figure out how to combine them into one. One thing that we need to do, though, before it will actually work is we need to grind out the opening here just a little bit so that the bead can actually run inside of it. And then we'll need to well out where the magnets go. And then we also need to well out, because I don't believe, nope, we do not have access all the way through this pinhole. So we're going to have to do all of those things before we can put it in here. But the first thing we can do is to remove this piece here. So welcome. Good to know that the YouTube section is working. So here's the pin. We're just going to pull that out. We're going to put it over here with my good friend, Mr. Toot Toot, who's sitting over here waiting to be 3D scanned. And Buck Naked, there you go. Thank you, Buck, for that resub. Appreciate that. Hey, Vex. Hey there again. So, all right. So, let's open this up so we can pop that key out. Well, I'll get your fingers out of the way. There we go. Now, you'll see that this one we didn't have the magnets in either, so we'll need to replace those magnets and then drill everything out. But you can kind of see the difference in the key texture and color here. It's super apparent on the back. So this one here is going to go into my big pile of parts for another key to Hamanoptera Bronze Edition that I'll be able to use later on. So let's... somewhere in this big old mess of stuff, I've got all of my drill bits. Drill bits. There's no drill bit in there. So where is my... Was it... That is not it. What did I do with it? Mr. Paul. So, hey, Clement, how's it going? Good to know ancient Egyptian occult part replacement services still exist. That's right. You know, as it should. Yeah. Well, they expected the mummy come back at some point, so, you got to make sure those parts still work. Okay. What did I do with that one part? These are quantity 1, 5/64. That is not the part. So, what? Because they're tiny. That was good. Tiny drill bits. So now I've got them hiding somewhere around here. I just have to find them. Let me check a couple different places. If I was a prepared man, I would have all this ready to go. But of course, I'm not. In here. No. What's fun is I keep all my drill bits in one place, and that's not where they're at. Hopefully everybody is doing well today. Sorry for being off camera while I'm searching desperately for this part, because I should have had it all ready to go. It has been a hectic kind of a week for me. Yesterday I had 9 meetings. And then this morning I had another meeting at 7:30 in the AMs. So I had to drive to go to a meeting with random like Chamber of Commerce people trying to get more traction with the community so that they know I exist, I guess is the point there. But I'm trying to get people to, I went to a couple of them yesterday to see if I could interest people in what I do. And I mean, so far so good, got to be in a special container. I'm guessing it's not going to be in this drawer because I'm looking and I'm not seeing it. So my guess is it's in the drawer underneath it, which I will look in a moment. It's going to be one of those things where you put it in that special place so you won't lose it, so you instantly lose it. You know what I mean? That's how these things work. I wonder if it's in my box of Hamanama pieces. And if anything, we can do all the other drilling. I'm trying to. Oh wait. I remembered. Do you remember? I do remember the 21st night of September. Well, not that night, but I remember a lot of other things. There they are. So these little tiny hairs. I left them with my Dremel bits because I have to use the Dremel to be able to drill it. Okay. Good afternoon. Hello, Moon Cloud. Hey there, McDuff. And the second you give up and buy a new one, you'll find it. No, I remembered. Because I had to buy these special, what do you call collets? I had to buy special collets to be able to even hold these tiny, tiny single hair drill bits. And so that is why I kept it in that part. Yeah, see, there we go. So they're in the same bag. Same bag, baby. All right, that was a horrible impression there, Paul. Don't do that again. All right. So I'm gonna bust out the good old not Dremel rotary drill, I believe is what they're called. Hey, Torneskew, how's it going? See, I want to call you Torneskew because that would make sense as a word, not Tornus. Is it? Oh, is it Tornus UK? Is that what it is? I'm sure you've explained it to me before, and like a good streamer that I am, I've totally forgot. That's how we roll here. It means polar bear. I'm sure you've told me that before. I'm sure I've forgotten it again. Is it one word? Is it Tornasuk? Is that what it is? Tornasuk? Okay. Yeah, Paul, you're good at this. You're aces. So between the 9 meetings I had yesterday, the meeting I already had this morning, I've already done. Like, I am not kidding you. My wife, my lovely, lovely wife. Most people just shorten it to Torn. Hey, there you go. I'm going to do that. So my wife actually broke down my day by 15-minute increments so that I could figure out what all I'm supposed to be doing, because it has been... Paul, what'd you do with it, Paul? Is it on the floor? Did it fall? Did I put it somewhere? Am I holding it? I'm not holding it. Jeez, Paul. All right, here we go. Okay, we got to take this piece out. I'll have to put it back in later because that's the one that worked with all the other bits. There we go. I have 2 concurrent views over on YouTube, guys. Woohoo! I need to figure out how to do Facebook at the same time so that I can multi-stream to all of the places, all of the time, all at once. Because I think that would be beneficial for me trying to build a new brand. Woohoo! All right, so first things third, we're going to get a little bit of lubrication. It's all in one. And look, I happen to have this vial of Toffee and I can drop some oil into so that we can professionally lubricate things. All right. Over here, add a little bit of oil to the bit. And add a little bit of oil into here so we can thread it into. Oh, are you fecking kidding me, Paul? I just broke it. Try this again. This is why I bought 6. I'm a professional. Please, kids, do this at home. I don't feel rushed, but I really feel like I'm behind, you know? It is a very, very tiny drill bit. Okay. That's all we needed to do. That little bit right there. You can see it came out the other end. No, I haven't come out the other end yet. But I know it will. There we go, yeah. All right, that was it for that one. It's a whole lot of work for nothing on that one. Is that like a 1 millimeter? It's not even 1 millimeter. It is 0.6 millimeters. It's a 0.6 millimeter drill bit. It's crazy tiny. Paul, why don't you make this as a kit so that people can buy it and anybody else can do this too? Yeah. Now you know. Now you know. Anybody can make these if you've got all the tools and patience and all that fun stuff. Okay, so all this back into the container, so I know I've found it. Isn't that funny? That is all that just to do that one little bit right there. I mean, we have other things we've got to do, but yeah. Okay. Then we need to break out. Break out. I have no music playing. That would be nice. Which one do we want to use? Mr. Pool. Mr. Pool. I think it's this one. That is the one. All right, this one here. These are not carbide bits. They're, oof, that is small. 1 millimeter is the smallest I've used. Yeah. I mean, they itty bitty. So now we're going to go up to a slightly larger bit, and we're going to make a little bit of noise. This is going to, for those of you who hate the dentist, you're welcome. And we're going to be making some. Are you kidding me? Why you no fit no more? Who knows, right? Who knows? Yeah, so had some really good connections this week. I went to a Center Sphere meeting, which is a group of independent small business owners that are looking to what do they call that? Connect, but network. They're looking to network. And so I was invited by a guy, showed up, and they're like, all right, we're going to do introductions. And they're going around the room and they're like, all right, so who are you and what do you do? And I'm like, well, I'm Paul Pape. I'm a Santa Claus for nerds. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, what does that mean? And so, I explain it and they're like, ooh, makes you sound more fancy than you are. I'm not that fancy, but, it ends up, they're pretty impressed. I got a speaking gig out of it. And so far I've gotten, to this day, I have 2.5 speaking gigs. One of them is they're working on it to see if they can get the funds together. Also back, sorry, I had to say, oh, no. A friend of mine actually fought her dentist. That's what happens when you don't listen to your patients. She's got serious phobia. I have literally gotten out of a reclined chair before, so I understand. The dental hygienist her and I did not see eye to eye. And she's like, no, you're going to sit here and you're going to take it. And I'm like, the hell I am. Like a bounce. I'm out. All right, here we go. So now what we need to do is we're actually going to weld this out. So it actually does fit inside the groove here. Woo! You know what, Paul? You know what you're going to do? Do you know what you're going to do? I do now. Yes. I know exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to cover most of this key with something, so inevitably when the bit chatters off of the thing that I'm trying to carve, I will not jack up this key part. He says with authority. No, he probably still will jack it up, but I'm going to do my best to protect it so that I don't. The immortal words of RuPaul, don't F it up. So I don't know. Should I wash my mouth now that I'm multi-streaming? I don't know. I'm not familiar with TOS. Did your old school get back to you? Did they balk at Jimmy numbers? That was what was really weird, McDuff. I started the conversation, so I thought I did it right. And they did not balk. I mean, there was sticker shock, yes, but he didn't outright say no. Fada's in actually throw punches. Yeah, I didn't do that. Didn't completely, does not know exactly how to attain such stuff, numbers and stuff, but didn't tell me no. So I thought I did a really good job. And then I went back to my coach and I explained what I said, and he was all excited. And then he's like, what exactly did you say? And I told him, he goes, oh, Paul, no. I'm like, but I did so good. He goes, no, you didn't. So, I'm 10 days into this program. So, still learning how to do all this stuff. So, is this Rick? Bill, hello, Bill. How'd you fun? Thank you, Bill. Thank you for that raid. I appreciate that. Welcome. For those of you over on YouTube, I'd like to say hey, howdy, and feel free to chat. I will watch and listen and reply to you. For those of you on Twitch, you already know all that. All right, there we go. So now we've added a little bit. What were you working on today, Mr. Bill? I assume you're still drawing because you like to do that, which, as it's your job, that makes sense. So the school, is it working? It is working. It looks like the bot is up and running. The bot is up and running. Awesome. So didn't balk at it. I did get a Kiwanis Club speaking engagement, which pays you with a meal, but got to get your reps in. God, he's like, I have a feeling that you've got some stories to tell. I'm like, oh, you have no idea. Drawing caricatures today, getting caught up on monthly challenge. Okay, good. Nice, knocking it out. That's the important part, though. As long as you stay consistent, that's the key. And yesterday I performed my TED Talk in class, and I got a "I'm proud of you" from my coach. I will admit that I am not too old to admit that that made me feel good. Rotary is the same pay cut. It is. But, you know, you do those for the reps, and it depends on who you're meeting, you know, because who's really in Kiwanis clubs and Rotary clubs, but people who have businesses because they're older. And so, you know, you do it for the connections. That's kind of the idea behind it. So, plus you do your reps. You get your repetitions in. You get your speaking, get used to speaking in front of people. Not that I am not used to speaking in front of people, but, you know, new things, trying to come up with new stories and all that fun stuff. Not new stories, but stories that are, you know, new to them, and then, you know, kind of feed the machine here. So, all right, here we go. Now that we've made this safer so I don't mess it up, let's go in here and kind of clean this out a little bit. It's a lovely sound, I know. For those of you with a migraine, you're welcome. This is the sound of progress. The horrible sound. See that chatter? I just dropped it. Woo! Good thing I got the foam on here. There we go. All right. I've run Rotary before, not by choice, but when the library director says you're doing it, you do it. You know, that's if you want to still be a librarian. Sounds like being at the dentist. You're right, Cartoons. It sure do. Oh, look at that. Yeah, see, even in bronze, we run into the same issues. It's not an issue. It's just, I don't know if you, can you see, let me see if I can grab another. Magnify. Can you see that split right there? There we go. See that split? That happens in 3D printing it too, because we've got, you know, we can see that we've gone through the hole there, but it is so close to the surface that it'll even split in here. It won't hurt anything. It's just it's just is what it is. Is what it is. All right, I'm wondering, should I try and smooth this out? What was I using to smooth it before? Oh, I remember. What do you do to smooth it? Enhance. All right, here we go. All right, then we're going to come in here and we're just going to we're just using some sandy papers on a stick, to kind of smooth out any of the roughness that's in here. Because that cast bronze or 3D printed bronze, it just, if it doesn't get polished on the outside, like all these interior areas here, they stay really rough. And we want the bearing to be able to smoothly travel on here, obviously. So we're just going to kind of, I keep hitting that thing there. So we're going to keep smoothing this out. Here we go. Move the sandpaper along here. You can see I almost wore right through it there. All right, Buck, enjoy. Now I'm going to, what was the other thing? Oh, we need to do the magnet holes. So which side has the holes? This side. So open this back up. Okay, we got the magnet holes over here. I don't think I'm going to skitter off that while I'm trying to drill that, but I just need, it's an 1/8 inch drill bit. If I remember correctly. Do you remember? I do. The 25th night of December. All right, so we can put the rotary tool away. Hey there, people over on the YouTubes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Paul's going to try and do more YouTube lives Also, Facebook's lives, once I can figure that one out. I ran out of time to figure it out today. But I thought this would be a nice one to start with because everybody loves this prop. I'll be working on a Jedi Holocron coming up here soon as well. So if you are into the wars that happen in space, you might want to tune in for that as well. All right, here we go. One. My wife asked me who my favorite vampire was. I said, the Muppet. She goes, that doesn't count. And I said, assuredly, he does. You're welcome. It's not Tuesday or Monday. Yeah, I think we're going to be permanently switching the podcast to Monday, guys and gals and non-binary pals. I think it's just going to end up working out better because I need to stay consistent. That's the word I'm looking for. Consistent. I need to say, hey there, Mr. Randall, with these meetings and stuff if people want to get to know me. What's really weird is I'm trying to start this other business, this consulting, and they don't get it. So I think I'm gonna have to come up with like flyers and stuff, or like give presentations to these companies so that they understand exactly what I'm trying to. I mean, they don't understand Santa Claus for nerds either. Monday works better with my schedule lately, anyways. It's all about me. Hey, you know, it's got to be about somebody, right? So yeah, it's we're gonna do Mondays, switch Tuesdays to be meeting days, and that's gonna end up being 4 meetings, at least 4 meetings every Tuesday. So like my entire Tuesday has just gone to meetings. It's crazy. Crazy. And you know me in meetings, I love them. I can think of nothing more fun than a ton of meetings. I mean, a lobotomy, maybe, but nothing else. All right, I need tiny, tiny magnets. How do they work? Here we go. And I need one big magnet so I can hang on to the tiny, tiny magnets. Whoop. All right, and see, this is the weird thing, is this is bronze, but it's not bronze. I've got a meeting this afternoon. I actually want this meeting, and I'm still dreading it because it's a meeting. Why would you ever want a meeting? Ugh. Actually, I enjoy my, because, okay, so 3 of the meetings on Tuesday are coaching, which is good for me because I, I'm here for the coaching. Okay, we did not weld that out enough. That's good to know. And we also did not weld that one out enough. Also good to know. Apparently I needed the different bit. It's in there. Come on. What are you doing to me here? What are you doing? We need the little tiny pliers. No, we need the tiny clippies, which right here. Here we go. All right, so we're going to take these and we're going to leverage this out. There we go. See, just like that. No big deal there, Mr. Paul. Yes, that is correct. Okay. So now we need to weld these out just a little bit more. They're just super tight. Oh, I see. They're super tight down to a point. Okay. I gotcha. We're going to use the other bit, which has a slightly lesser angle. I think it's a 122. Oof. This bit's in good shape, kids. The good news is I don't need the sides. I just need that tip. Yes. Yes, I will do it at 1 after my stream. Look at that, another speaking opportunity. You put it out there, kids. You put it out there, and it comes back if you really want to do it. But you know what also comes back to you if you put it out there? Negativity. So, you know, try to put out the things that you want in a positive way. All right. This is the front office of the new soccer team in my city. Ooh, I've fallen in with the supporters group and the team wanted a meeting before the season starts. Look at that. McDuff, you're going to be running that thing in no time. Or just spending a lot of money going to games. Either way, it's good. Watch my arm as I watch my arm. Okay, here we go. I'll do it like this. So what you should do, Mr. Paul, we're going to lay this down on a piece of tape. So 469. Hey, Diomedes the other day showed me a new type of 469 tape, guys. I didn't know there was a new tissue tape in town. It's not even in town. It's only available overseas. What makes the 469 good is that it is a high temp tape. But they make a blue version and a clear version, not available in the States, but he actually got some on accident. He's like, I don't know what to do with this. So I did some digging around because I like my research and found out it is similar to 469 tissue tape, but it is a normal temp tape. So I thought that was very cool. Nobody gets excited about tape but me. The money is spent. Last payment on the season tickets was last month. Rock on. That's good, man. I hope you're excited about it. I mean, it sounds like you are. I mean, you are participating in things, so sounds awesome. When's it start? When's the season start? Somebody says thanks. March 16th. That's coming up. All right. It's starting to rev up, guys. So what am I doing? What am I doing? So inside these holes, you know, it's 3D printed. So there's a little bit of constriction when it cures. And so what I'm doing is I'm actually just welling it out. But the problem is most drill bits are not complete squares. They're not milling bits, they're drill bits. And so when I'm going down, I've got to get a little bit further than where the stop is. So I got to push the material, the drill bit through the material so that the walls come tumbling down. You know what I mean? So what I'm doing is I'm looking at the edges, and I need to make sure that I can get those edges. Otherwise, the magnet will not seat completely. Oh, is that what that was for? Skeksis. Where'd that bit go? I'm wondering. That's what that's for. I've been doing the wrong bit. Nah, lucky I've got to haul my butt out on February 26th. Blah. That's too cold. But you're out on the West Coast, right? Hey, Merrick, how's it going? I'm on the YouTube lives right now too, kind of cross promoting. Need to get on the Facebook live too. I'd love to get on the Instagram live, do those at the same time, or TikTok or whatever, you know, just bump into all of them. But look at this. See, this is like a milling bit, which is completely flat, which is really what I needed. So I was going about it the wrong way. All right, so take that, put that over there, dip this in a little bit more oil. oil, do the other side. That's a fun noise. It's not a fun noise. But I'm a fun guy, said the mushroom. It has not shipped because we had a bad leaf in the key, and so I am. We finally got the new piece in, and so I am. We're finally finishing it, is what we're doing. There we are. There we are, kids. Maybe not so much on that one. Let's see. They replaced it for free. They did, yes. Ooh, ooh, child. Look at that, nice and flat. Look at that. Boom. All right, and then we're gonna check the other side, and not so much with that one. Okay, so let's see if we can weld this out a little bit. It might just be dirty. So dirty. If you were to make another in bronze, would you send files with adjusted tolerances? Yes. And the funny thing is like the adjusted tolerance is fractions of a millimeter. That's the crazy part. Fractions of a millimeter. So it's not even that it's the measurements were off. The only one that really concerned me is much like where the split is here is this one. Now, we are able to actually weld that one out. So that one's fine. But the holes here for the posts and all that, yeah, I'd want to go in there and try and readjust those. Yes. The magnets are only for the bronze. No, the magnets are in the other one as well. Yep. We've got magnets in all of them. And the reason that is because of this key, this leaf in particular. This literally the one that we're working on. I'm trying to get all the metal bits out of there. All right, so this one here, if you look at all the leaves on here, you can see that they've got, except for this one, they've all got one flat side and one side with these little protrusions. Okay? You look at this one, two flat sides. The problem that we run into with this is that when this closes, come on, quit being a pain in the buttocks, like that, each of those little sides that come out hold up the leaf to the next one. Okay, so they all stay flat because one side is under, one side is over, one side under, one side over, all the way around. This one, however, does not have that ability, and so what happens is instead of sitting flat, it dips down just a little bit. And so we use those magnets to pull it back up so that it stays flush. That's the Dillio. Dillio. There we go. Okay. Now, I need some gap fill. So we're going to use this. Actually, we're going to use this with an applicator because, okay, so we should be done now with this bad boy. I'm just trying to keep my desk clean enough. I'm also trying to move my workspace over to the standing desk. So that, including this cam here, this one, so that I can, since they're shorter streams, I can do them from a standing as opposed to sitting. I mean, obviously, I'll still need to be able to sit occasionally, but there's really, I don't need that anymore. Yeah, for the type of work that I'm doing, I could be doing it standing as well. So, and it's probably better for me to do that. Both sides. But I need to get new hubs and stuff like that. Could you design it to have one up and one down like the others, or would the replica people complain too much? The replica people would complain too much. Yes, because the one that this one attaches to happens to be the main one. What I said is leaf number 1 is what I refer to it as. Of course, the magnets are what is stopping the key from imbuing eternal life, trading form for function. Hey, you know, someone has to work to keep the mummy at bay. Okay, there we go. See, and then that, in theory, we should be able to, well, let's not pin it yet, Paul, because you need, what do we need, kids? What are we missing? By the way, how did you like the remake with Tom Cruise? Never saw it. Never saw it. So what am I missing? What is the most vital thing that I am missing right now? I really like how Toot Toot is supervising it. Oh, in the top-down view? Yes. While eating. Paul Pape design signature? No. Nobody cares about that. I felt like it was Mummy Impossible. It was supposed to be the beginning of an entire franchise, but that franchise is not dead yet. And I believe that we're going to see a continuation. So it's supposed to start with the Mummy, and Tom Cruise was going to be the new Tony Stark. You know? That did not happen. But it's not dead. It's not, I'm not dead yet. Yeah. They really want it to continue. I don't feel like that's in there, Paul. It feels like it's floating. Then again, those are too. Okay, let's try putting a pin in it. Johnny Depp was supposed to be the Invisible Man. That would have been cool. They even made a group photo. Did they? Man. Don't worry, it's not dead though. Not dead. It may come back. May. There we go. I know what you're here for, but no, I'm working right now. Sorry, Sweet Pea. That movie came out in 2017? Really? It was that long ago? Ow. That pre-COVID timeline, man. Throwing us all off. Uh-oh. Paul. The Dark Universes. It still exists. It's that measure twice, cut once scenario again, kids. I guess we don't have to assume Johnny Depp will be hired again by the big studios. Oh, he might be. You never know. Sickles. Come on now. I do have a way to get it out if this doesn't work. Of course, the orientation of the magnet is backwards. Hey, at least my glue worked. Okay. All right. Plan B, C, D, E, F, G. Fire makes it better, right? Even a seasoned professional like myself still can't help but mess it up. So. Which one am I trying to remove? This one here. All right. Let's get you hot, kiddo. Hopefully Hopefully not so hot it explodes. That would be bad. There you go. Seen some burning. And that's what we want. We want to see the glue kind of burning out here. It's going to ruin this magnet, but it'll hopefully free it. Hello, Johnny was cleared, right? That possibility now will be viewers let him work is the bigger question. I mean, it's possible, yeah. I mean, he's still not a great human being, but I mean, come on. It's not getting hot enough. I can't use a torch because it'll ruin the finish on this leaf. I'm a leaf on the wind. I have a signed picture of Johnny Depp. I'll never watch Pirates of the Caribbean again. There's nothing wrong with the first two. It's just those other ones. Ooh. Get hot. Can I crank you up even higher? Nope, 400 is as high as you go. Okay. All right, trying our best to do this. I've averaged 3 concurrent viewers over on the YouTubes. Hello, everybody on the YouTubes. This is the exciting part of making anything, is the monotony or the tediousness of some of these things. Wouldn't be as tedious if I'd quit screwing it up. Just needed to get hot enough that it burns that super glue. Ooh, yeah, it's warm. Come on. Be the one where I couldn't get to it easily. Really? Russell Crowe was Jekyll Hyde, huh? But that's interesting to me. So was the mummy a good person then or a bad person? Because the Tom Cruise made it seem like the mummy was a bad person, but I never watched the movie, so I heard on the news this morning he passed away. Russell Crowe? Did he really? No. Ah. Okay. Let's okay. I see we've got potential there to come at it. Okay. For those of you on the YouTube, if you've got any questions or comments, please feel free to ask. You can just pop it into chat there, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. Stand up, Paul. I'll stand when I'm ready. So I think what we're going to have to do is drill under. Which is fine, because if you can see here on this other side, we actually have it protruding. The magnet is protruding. That's normal. This side usually has it as well. It just seemed to print itself fairly closed. So I'm going to have to go in here and... I really wish I had that cool... All right, I don't, so there's no point in talking about it. I think Amber might have more difficulty getting back into working than Dr. Absolutely. Paul Charles has missed the Clement thing. Oh, Clement with the Amber. Ah, gotcha. Possibly. All right. It ain't one thing, it's 10, right, kids? Figure it out. Is it this one? It's gotta be that one. How did your ad video come along so far? I've recorded it twice. And the first one y'all saw on Friday and didn't like it. Then I showed it to my coach. He agreed. And then I recorded it again. And I showed it to my coach, bypassing all of you fun folk. And he said it was closer. Still not there. So then the place that I'm doing the workshop with decided they didn't need it. So then now it is, I still need to do it because I'm going to have to advertise it myself. But they, I think I'm just going to do it as a Facebook Live and then do a recast and kind of just put it as a post. I think that might be a little bit easier in the long run. So yeah, we'll see. What is it? Oh, at the same. Okay. Yeah, I think. And Clement, did you ever watch that video I made for you? So what I did is I used the law of Yonta and challenged other people. Nobody did it, but I challenged other people to also try to record themselves advertising something using the law, and to see if they could do it. It was not easy, but I actually recorded the exact same promo using the laws of Yonta, and it was funny. The memory of a goldfish. It's on the Discord. And it's funny. It is funny. All right. You have no idea what we're talking about. Okay, so I recorded this video. Promo for this workshop that I'm doing. Hold on, these things are so small, I don't want to break it by chatting too much. There we go. Gotcha. All right. And Clemen mentioned, where did I post it? It's in general chat, I believe. I will double check. Yeah, general. Do you want me to just show it? I'll just show it to you. I mean, I'm over my time, but let me here. I'll show it to you. Okay. We're wearing this shirt, I believe. Is this it? Okay. Here's my take. Yes, this is it. Okay. This is for a workshop that I'll be giving. Greetings, fellow members of our community. My name is Pape, and I'd like to invite you to a workshop that I've been asked to lead on the topic of 4 steps to thriving as a creative individual. As a member of our community, I understand and respect the principles of the law of Yonta, and I recognize that it is not my place to claim any special knowledge or abilities. However, I have been asked to share some insights that I've learned in my own creative journey, and with the hopes that others may find them useful. In this workshop, we'll explore various strategies and techniques for improving your creative skills and reaching your full potential, while always keeping in mind the importance of humility and equality. So if you're a fellow creative who's interested in learning and growing in a way that aligns with our shared values, I encourage you to join us at this workshop. Together, we can discover new ways to thrive as a creative individual while staying true to the spirit of the law of Yonta. That's really hard to do. There you go. Come on now. This is not having any self-esteem. Too much feeling and variance in tone. I know, right? I was trying my best to be as toneless as possible. Woo! Ha 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 ha. Of Yonta. It is it's the rules of the Scandinavians, and it actually started off as a satirical thing. It wasn't even like a real thing, but it's all these rules of how you're not better than anybody. You have nothing to teach anybody. You do not know any more than anybody else. You are not to be proud of what you know. You're not to, like all these rules, and treaties, and yeah. So it was you keep yourself humble. And yeah, and so yeah, it was. I don't know. It was interesting. What do they call that? It's just an interesting challenge to try and do. So, yeah, what's really funny is my coach, Clement, was like, "You need more emotion. You need to be more." But more conversationally emotional, like to be more, I'm looking for the magnets, there they are, to be more like you're having a conversation with somebody. All right, McDuff, take care, man. It was Paul's clapback when I triggered him by complaining about his tone. It is exactly what that is. It's not a clapback. I was really curious if that's something that you could actually do. Heard her talk about that philosophy on Late Night with Colbert. Yeah. And I would imagine that the act of filming yourself breaks the law. Yeah. So it's interesting, it's not, I don't know, it was interesting. But you can do it without turning into a monotone robot. How? Because if I have more than monotone, then that is a signal that I enjoy what I'm doing, and I'm not allowed to enjoy it. Oh, a new Partner Plus. Oh, sweet. Something else I can't attain while streaming on Twitch. I'm looking forward to that. Partner Plus. Actually, Partner Plus has been around for a while, do you think? Isn't that what Moko is trying to go for? Or is this something even newer? been doing that to a lot of people there, Freaky Deek, making them laugh at my expense. Oh, they tier it. They were doing that before. It's either 50-50 cut or 70-30 cut. Did they just actually come out and say that the partners only earn 50-50 now, like you still do as a affiliate? Hey, Atreides, I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, she'll yell at me too. And you think I'm joking. No, she will yell at me. It's now 1:01. I should be done. But I wanted to finish this. My next appointment is at 3, even though I do need to go to I have an errand I have to run. But I do yeah, I'm sure she will. She's trying to keep me on task. 50-50, 60-40, 70. Whoopity-doo. Still worthless, guys. Still, come on. I want to get this done so I can get it done. That's not going to do it, Paul. They call me Fumbledore. 10 points for Gryffindor. Let's do that. There we go. I just need to get this pin. Oh, then it just slides right in. Of course it does. They did. They remade the leaf. The leaf on the wind. Okay, what are you doing? So I was afraid of. Okay. It's not cutting in far enough. Okay. I got a big surprise today. Brother called me up to tell me that they bought a house. They already had a house. Now they bought another house. Do they have now 2 houses? Ad is in progress. Is it progress? Okay. Where are you going to be happy enough for me to pull that pin? It's like a grenade. There we go. Come on. You can do it. There we are. Boom. All right. And which bit do I have on there now? The right one? Close enough. All right. Now the kiddos are older, the great outdoors is too far away from all the activities. Now that the kids are too old, they bought it newly built, and now that the kiddos are older, the great outdoors is too far away from all the activities. So they wanted to be closer to the great outdoors. Oh, that sound. Glorious. My tattoo is really itchy today. Yeah, I got a tattoo. Because, of course I did. Came back from my my trip and then immediately got a tattoo. Right now, they moved to a part of the national park that had recently been opened to house building. Oh, nice. Which is great. Till the kiddos all have 1,000 activities and they spend all their time driving. Ah, so they're moving closer to the city where all the activities are. Gotcha. There we go. Oh, and affiliates can get it too. Get what? Get what, do you think? Partner? You just have to have 7,000 people watching you concurrently for 60 days. Boom. Come on. There you go. We done it, kids. We done it. There we are. Finished. You want to see my tattoo? I'll show it to you. You didn't say yes. I'm just going to show it to you anyways because it's itching. So I got this big wraparound tattoo. 60/40 is only 100. And if it's tier 3 subs, you get 6 points. You still have to have 100 people. Now you have to have 100 people concurrently watching you? 100 people concurrently watching you? It used to be 75. Yeah, I mean, they have to install all of those hidden cameras, rooms. What does the ribbon say? Oh, no, that's what the fox says. That's right. It says... It says... Yeah, I got a new tattoo. I got this on Sunday. It's a big ribbon that wraps around my arm and it's connected to a key. The ribbon says, I am a robot and I am a human. But it is only by embracing both that I become real. So, yeah. It's my second tattoo. The first one's the wedding ring. And then, yeah. Because that was the good breakthrough that I had this last weekend, or the last trip. And it's really helping me to break through kind of this weird barrier that's been in front of me for a long time. And so it's really nice. It's a nice reminder. And the word that's on top is always embracing. And then on the word on bottom that I can read really well is real. So embracing and real. I got it Sunday. Read the FAQ. I think you can reach it it just might take a little effort now because view drops. Well, yeah, I've had view drops for months. You say it's itchy, but you can't itch it. No. You got to wear, it's got lotion on it. So you just got to constantly lotion the darn thing. I saw it when I came in. I wasn't sure if you wanted to show it off, so I didn't ask. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you can see it on my wrist. I mean, it's there. You just can't miss it. No, because it's like a sunburn. You got to just let it kind of do its thing. But you got to keep it moist. Kids love the moist. Yeah, you got to keep it moist. Wait, I thought you were getting the someday I'm going to be somebody tattoo. No. Because now I am somebody. That's the cool thing. I am somebody, damn it. Yeah. Anyways, so that's going to do it for me today, guys. We went a little long. That's okay. Ooh, at one point I had 4 people watching me on the YouTubes. Is a group tattoo? Yeah. Everybody's going to get it? Yeah. So, I mean, I didn't show you my tramp stamp that I also got at the same time, but you're all somebody with a tattoo. That's right. So yeah, so I will be back tomorrow and Friday. I'm going to try and move over to the other desk. We are, right now I'm working on a Mirror of Erised and also the, what is that thing called? The Jedi Holocron. So I've got those 2 things going right now. I also will be casting a Metabellus crystal, and I will also be casting the Key to Time. Once the Key to Time material shows up. This weather has been playing. Yes, are you going noon time now? Still, yep, everybody seems to be noon is okay. So if you set your schedules, I got 22 of you here. If you set your schedules so that I'm here at noon, like it's been an hour, all right? Whatever time it is for you now, it's 10 past. Whatever time, an hour before this, okay? Some things like a tramp stamp you can keep private to yourself. Yeah, not with what I'm wearing. Except for I wear the same shirt apparently every day. I only own like 3 flannels, but I wash them all the time. Yes, so now noon to 1. Because I'm just constantly running around, guys. Like constantly. I'm like, honestly, it's either noon to 1 or not at all. Because I got a lot going on. So yeah, so I'm trying to keep it going. But if you don't follow me on Facebook, okay, I do a lot more Facebook lives at night. So I'm trying to be doing some consistent Facebook live events too. So if you would like to come in and commiserate with me on those as well. They're not so much maker-y, but even though I am going to start adding in some maker-y things, we're going to start doing challenges for me. It's, I keep touting myself as the guy who can make anything. So I'm going to be doing the how to solve anything type of situation. Yeah, the whale tail. Yeah, that's been around since the 90s, Clement. That's when your G-string or your thong, not the thong flip-flop, but the thong underwear comes up above your pants, creates a whale tail. Yeah, that's a whale tail. That's a great thing to end on, guys. This useless facts here. All right, let's see. Who are we going to go raid today? I don't know, kiddos. Where do we want to go? We want to go to special Diomedes stream over at Christina's Leather. Should we do that? Yeah, sure. Let's go over there and let's raid someone Whaley. We're gonna go Christina's Leather because she's working on Christina's cat underwear. I don't know what that is. So, oh, you want to do Whaley? I don't know who Whaley is. Who's special? I don't know who's special. Anyways, we're gonna go to there. I still don't have a good raid call yet, guys. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to do. So nice transition to whale tail. There you go. Diomedes special stream. Yeah, that's where we're going. We're going to the Diomedes special stream. That's right. So it's actually not Diomedes. It is Christina. But, we're going over there. Apparently she's doing something for them. So, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow at noon. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. Remember to work smarter, not harder. Hopefully you learned something. We'll see you next time. Later. Don't have a raid call. So just whatever you'd like to write. Just say hello. All right. Take care.